welcome back to more Bat Crafts with Kat and Melissa. Yay! So what are we making today?
Today we're making something really cool. This is my favorite one out of all the crafts we're going to be making. They're made out of clothespins and they're going to be sort of like bat puppets. So you're going to start with some clothespins. These I got at your local dollar store. They have them available. And then you're going to go on the website and find this PDF and you're going to print this out because you're going to need to trace them. I've already pre-traced some of these and I'm going to cut out the shapes, and that is going to be your first step. So I'm just going to start cutting this one here. And I know that bats are nocturnal, but how do they actually fly around at night? Do they have night vision?
So bats can see with their eyes, but just like us, they have trouble seeing in the dark. So that's why they've developed a technique called echolocation, which helps them navigate through the forest using sound.
Okay.
So they make sound with their mouth, and then that sound bounces off an object and comes back to them, and they listen to it, and then that sound gets translated into an image in their brain, giving them an idea of what's in their area. So
That's
remember,
so cool.
Earlier with the Native Bat Conservation Program, we said that we study bats using sound. That's what we do. We put out these recorders, and those recorders are picking up all the bat sounds, and that helps us tell us what species are in the area.
And we can't hear that. We need a machine to listen to that, right?
Yes, we do, and that's because bats create sound that goes well above what humans can hear in terms of comfortable range. So human hearing pretty much caps off at 20 kilohertz. So, and as we get older, that hearing range decreases year after year. Or depending, I guess, depends on each person, but I feel like my hearing's kind of gone down over the years.
Mine too.
But our bats usually echolocate well above 20 kilohertz, some up to 40, some up to 200.
Cool.
So we cannot hear that. So we use like these, there's many different types of equipment. I like this one because I could plug it into my phone, and
so cool.
anyone can get it. I think right now it's only available in some Android, so if this is something you're interested in, you just look up different types of bat acoustic detectors or apps that you could plug in, and just listen to see what you have in your backyard. Now you won't be hearing very much right now because bats are getting ready to hibernate. The weather's getting colder, but in the summertime there'll be a little bit more activity.
Cool.
So if you wanted to hear what
let's hear it.
sounds like.
It's like little clicking noises.
Yeah, exactly like little clicking noises. Just like these guys.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put them together. I have a glue gun here. And I'm just going to put some glue here across the top. I'm going to take this part of the bat, and that's going to go on top here. And then on the other side, you're going to take this strip, and I'm going to put a dab of glue right here in 3 spots. 1, 2 on the clothespin, and 3 on the other side of the clothespin. And then I'm just going to stick down the back of this pen here. I don't want to touch the glue right now, it's too hot. And you're going to go across, and bring it down. And this is what the mechanic part that's going to help it flap. So once it's dry, you'll be able to.
Oh, that's so cute.
Kind of sounds the same, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds exactly like clicking sounds once you play it back on a machine. That allows us to hear it.
So these ones I actually printed out for the top part. I just Googled an image and printed it on a color piece of paper. And I still use the shape of the wings from our PDF, but now it kind of looks a little bit more realistic.
Yeah. But
Cool.
did you know that not only bats can echolocate?
Who else echolocates?
Well, some of our whales,
Oh, right, okay.
dolphins, Some species of shrews can also echolocate, but did you know that humans can learn how to echolocate too?
How do we do that?
Well, it's very difficult because we've grown up kind of with our eyesight, so we default a lot back to our eyesight. But an example of how you can get an idea of how echolocation works is if you kind of make a shush sound as though you're telling someone shh to, keep it quiet. And you're going to hold your hands up in front of your face, and you're going to close your eyes, and you're just going to go shh. And you're going to bring your hands forwards and backwards, and then listen to what happens to that sound when your hands are far away compared to when your hands are closer. So you can hear that when your hands are further away, the sound is a little bit more distant, slightly more muffled compared to when it's closer to you. It's a lot sharper. So that's essentially what bats do. The sound, they can tell essentially when something is close or when something is far based on how that sound changes. Now make sure that when you try this exercise, if you can't take your mask off right now, just keep it on, just like I did. Or if you can try it with your mask off when it's safe to do so, do that as well.
Great.
Because you can still hear it through the mask.
Mm-hmm. It is true, and I was hearing it off of you as well.
Oh, fun. All right, so thank you for joining us here today. So again, be sure to check out Toronto Zoo's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as Bat Week's official website, batweek.org, for more bat fun. All right.